Thursday Threatpoint. Welcome to kindergarten. Please remove your balls. They handed out crayons. She handed out subtext. I walked into orientation holding my son's hand. His mom was already inside. Teacher smiled, the room buzzed, little chairs, little backpacks. There it was. Comic Sans. The font of false peace. Everything designed to feel safe. And there I was, surrounded by smiling moms, their Pinterest binders, and their weaponized approval. You'd think a father showing up would be normal, but then the energy shifts. The way the teacher's eyes flick to the mom first, the way your presence is acknowledged like a courtesy, not a given. And then I realized, even here in a room full of 5-year-olds, I'm still walking into her frame. Threatpoint starts early. Not in court, not in therapy, not in mediation. Right here. In a classroom where mom is assumed to be the default and dad is on probation. You don't have to be dangerous, you just have to be present with boundaries, and then suddenly you're a threat. Not because you yelled, not because you pushed, but because you didn't fold. Because you didn't co-sign the narrative. You smiled politely while holding your ground. Because your voice didn't shake when she did that passive-aggressive, he's only here for appearances thing. I didn't raise my voice, I raised my presence. And that alone tilted the room. That's Threatpoint. It's not about what you do, it's about what you represent. And you represent structure. You represent receipts. You represent the one man she can't fully control because he stopped trying to win her favor. And trust me, that does not go unnoticed. She smiled, she played nice, but every word was a test. Every sideways glance was a landmine. Because the state gave her the leverage, but I built the structure. And when a man shows up, calm, consistent, and unshaken, it scares people who rely on chaos to stay in power. You want to know where the real Threatpoint lives? It lives in the second row of a kindergarten classroom when a man refuses to apologize for being there. It lives in the silence you don't fill. It lives in the boundaries you don't explain. And it lives in the clipboard you brought with you because you know the school will forget to CC you on everything. They called it orientation, but it felt more like a framing exercise. Her frame, her story, her comfort zone. And I smiled right through it because I knew the playbook. I wasn't there to make peace. I was there to show my son that dad doesn't flinch when the room gets cold. Welcome to the long game. Your presence is the Threatpoint. So own it.